The rise of Bangladesh. Bangladesh celebrated its 50 years of independence in 2021. Since October 2020, as Bangladesh's per capita income increased beyond that of India, it has gained international attention about its success and has become a center of analysis as to why. In 1971, an internal crisis in Pakistan resulted in a third war between India and Pakistan and the secession of East Pakistan, creating the independent state of Bangladesh. Bangladesh has walked a long way after its liberation from Pakistan. The analysis intends to construct a parallel that compares the levels of flourishment and deterioration between the two countries. In the post-independence era, the father of the nation of Bangladesh, Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, made substantial efforts to design a state which would follow a divergent political path in comparison with Pakistan. Despite the fact that Bangladesh is a democratic country, in reality rule of law does not exist to the desired extent. One major issue with the principles of legitimacy in Bangladesh is that the judiciary is not completely independent. While the higher courts exercise independence, the Ministry of Justice controls the lower courts. After actualizing a state of independence, Bangladesh has lived through political turmoil repeatedly. Establishing a democratic country was seen as a prerequisite for embarking on the journey towards a self-governed and sovereign Bangladesh. In the new free and autonomous Bangladesh, Sheikh Mujib took charge as a prime minister, who obtained the immense responsibility of reconstructing a war-torn country. Compared to Pakistan, Bangladesh has implemented more competent strategies towards achieving state security and resisting political fluctuations. Regardless of the vast number of socio-economic and political obstacles existent in Bangladesh since independence, the state has achieved a remarkable progress in terms of social development than Pakistan. Bangladesh is rapidly urbanizing. The annual rate of urbanization in Bangladesh is 3.55%, estimates from 2010 to 2015, and for Pakistan, 2.81%, estimates from 2010 to 2015. With such speedy urban development, a given segment of the population succeeded in receiving benefits through gaining access to urban facilities, yet its unplanned rapid nature has also increased the number of informal settlements. Access to safe water and proper sanitation facilities have improved in both countries over the years. Bangladesh has notably developed its drinkable water provision, namely for 86.5% of its urban population and 87% of its rural population. Respectively, the statistics for Pakistan are 93.9% for the urban population and 89.9% for the rural population. Therefore, Bangladesh is still in need of amelioration. Bangladesh has undergone a long way from being an aid-dependent country, especially in terms of food aid, to becoming more self-sufficient in food production. According to the 2016 Global Hunger Index, 16.4% of the population of Bangladesh are suffering from malnutrition. In Pakistan, 22% of the population suffers from malnutrition. Bangladesh invests slightly more in the healthcare sector compared to Pakistan. The World Health Organization's 2014 database displays that Bangladesh has spent 2.8% of its GDP on the health industry, whereas Pakistan spends 2.6% on healthcare. In 2015, the life expectancy at birth for both sexes for Bangladesh was 71.8 and for Pakistan, 66.4. Bangladesh has advanced rapidly in the sector of education. The literacy rate for the category of 15 years and older was 61.5%, whereas for Pakistan it was 56.4%. As claimed by the 2015 UNESCO Institute for Statistics, the gross enrollment ratio, for both sexes, is 120.74 for Bangladesh and 92.71 for Pakistan. Bangladesh has made impressive advancements in relation to the empowerment of women. This is an area where Bangladesh has surpassed Pakistan outstandingly. More girls in Bangladesh receive education compared to those in Pakistan. In 2015, the literacy rate of adult females in Bangladesh was 58.3%, leaving Pakistan behind, which achieved a percentage of 42.7%. The expected years of schooling for females are also considerably more in Bangladesh. Bangladesh has now become one of the world's fastest-growing economies. A GDP of $411 billion, compared to Pakistan's GDP of $347 billion, makes Bangladesh the 33rd largest economy in the world. Notwithstanding Bangladesh's remarkably swift advancement and development, a significant percentage of the population still struggles with poverty. According to the 2010 World Bank database estimates, the poverty headcount ratio at national poverty lines, percent of population, for Bangladesh was 31.5%, whereas the conditions in Pakistan were even more deteriorating with 36.8% of population living in poverty. Unemployment is a grave issue of concern for both countries. According to the 2016 Central Intelligence Agency database, the unemployment rate in Bangladesh was 4.9% and for Pakistan it was 6.7%. Following the same line of success as accumulation of national savings, Bangladesh maintains a higher standard in relation to its performance regarding industrialization. In 2016, the industry sector contributed with 28.6% to the total GDP. In contrast, the score of Pakistan was 19.2%. The industrial growth rate for Bangladesh in 2016 was 8.4%, whereas for Pakistan it was 6.8%. In both countries, corruption and political instability hinders the progress of industrial development. The well-being of an economy can be concluded from its inflation rate and exchange rates. Even though Bangladesh has a higher inflation, consumer prices, rate compared to Pakistan, the value of the Bangladeshi currency, Bangladeshi taka, is higher than the Pakistani rupee. The exchange rate against US dollar for Bangladeshi taka is 105, $1 equals 105 BDT, whereas for Pakistan rupee it is 240, $1 equals 240 Pakistani rupee. Bangladesh has come the long way of being called the basket case, to be assigned with the label of a promising economy. The basket case referred to its huge aid dependency in the post-independence era. External debt in Bangladesh is expected to reach $45 billion by the end of 2022, according to Trading Economics global macro models and analysts' expectations. Whereas Pakistan external debt reached $126.90 billion in September 2022. The Sustainable Development Goals are 17 goals designed to ensure that countries adopt strategies that would assist the implementation process of economic and social development objectives in an environmentally sustainable way. Based on the 2015 statistics, the overall score of both countries in the Sustainable Development Index is relatively similar, 44.42 for Bangladesh and 45.71 for Pakistan. Pakistan started its journey as an independent and sovereign state in 1947. Bangladesh started its journey almost 24 years later, yet the latter has managed to outperform the former in the long run. Given the fact that the growth rate of the GDP of Bangladesh is currently higher than the Pakistani GDP, it could be projected that Bangladesh will continue outrunning Pakistan in regards with the various sustainable development indexes.